Hello, Americans. I'm from the Government Threats Department, and I've been scheduled to tell you you're next. You've seen what we did to Florida. You've seen what we did to North Carolina, to Ohio, to Colorado, to California.
You're next.
Where'd he go? Like, man, literally, every day now, something new. One thing right after another. I've already said this, and it's proven to be true. And the thing is, it's not just the weather and disasters. It's all this stuff that's going on, right? And the problem is, the truth is, there's stuff that's been going on for a while now that we're not even aware of. And I'm going to share 2 clips with you from Status Q News. Whatever, I'm saying it wrong, whatever, but I'll leave links in the description. So I'm trying not to make this too long on my end because these are, sometimes maybe you don't feel like you want to sit and listen to some of this stuff, but they're important. And these 2 stories are very important. We got what's been going on for quite a while now over in Pennsylvania. The water being poisoned. They're not the only ones facing this thing. I've heard of similar stuff, but it's an eye-opener, and people need to, before you're jumping on the pro-fracking bandwagon, you need to pay attention to what's going on there.
Right in the middle of that fracking process, suddenly my neighbors start calling me up, go, hey, anything wrong with your water? I go, no, why? What are you talking about? They go, well, ours is bubbling and changing colors, and we light the faucet on fire. I go, oh, come on, get out of here. Yeah. I went over and ran the faucet. And I'm like, why is it, it was like spurting. It didn't do that yesterday, but now it's doing this. All right. I called my well guy up. He came up and checked the tank, and so he goes, there's nothing wrong here. That's when my well guy turned around and said, it's methane. It's gas. He goes, they broke through the aquifer. He goes in there. And then he could light the faucet on fire. So they took out 33 water wells in one day. It was a fight. From that point on, it's been a fight ever since with this industry because they all spent $100 million denying. Deny. It was like that before we got here. We didn't do that. That's all they know how to do is lie. Okay? Got to the point where DEP got involved and they did the water testing and everything else. That put the 9 square mile moratorium in effect because of that water test right there I showed you earlier. And then they ordered them to give us replacement water. So, they put buffaloes in here. I had a deck over here. They tore the deck off the side of the house and put these buffaloes in down here. And what's up there is I'm tearing the sheds down because I want them out of here. Okay? So they tore the deck off and built these 2 freaking piece of crap sheds here alongside the house. And they're bringing us water. And then, the jugs of water and everything else. So that went on, that went up to 2000, right at the end of 2010. And our governor turned around and goes, oh, they met their obligations. They don't have to deliver water anymore. Just before Christmas.
How long did they deliver water when that happened?
That was from...
A year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half.
A year and a half. And this was 14 years ago?
Right.
2010 and 2011. Yeah. 2010 until 2011. It was November 29th, 2011 when the Governor Corbett, I affectionately call him Governor Drillbit, he lifted what was in place. They didn't have to deliver anymore, even though there was no change in the water quality. They just, because it was uncomfortable to have the companies.
Otherwise, another fucking lying goddamn governor is what it is, okay? Another piece of shit heard from.
So they stopped delivering water,
Right.
And then where did you go from there?
Well, everybody started scrambling, trying to figure out where we're going to get water from. So Craig turned around and went and put a water hydrant in. PA American Water Tower, I told him, I'll find a place to put a hydrant. Well, my other neighbors over here happen to have a dental office in town. And they said, well, we're going to get water from that too, so, put it on our property. So Craig had them put the hydrant there. The very first day I went up to get water, I found a truck. Craig paid for it. I plumbed the tank on the back. I had a 550-gallon tank on the back of the truck. And I started delivering water to 19 families. The very first day I went up there to get water, I was assaulted. The very first day on private property, I was assaulted by a neighbor down the road. I called the police up because I was physically assaulted. I could have beat the crap out of the guy, but I didn't. Okay. I didn't want to stir any trouble up for them on their property. So the cops come. Well, they want to know where's my registration. They want to see my insurance. I didn't call you about my truck. I called you because I was physically assaulted. But they want my registration, who was that truck weight and everything else. I go, it's 14 tons. It's not 14 tons, but I just turned and told them that because the cop was pissing me off, okay? And when the cops are right in with the industry, so he does the thing and everything else on it. He basically does nothing, okay? It was maybe a week and a half later, 10-ton weight limits went up on every road in Montrose.
To effectively stop you from delivering water?
Right, so therefore, I said my truck weighed 14 tons. They put up 10-ton weight limit signs on the fucking roads. I show back up the hydrant to get water. Immediately, the police car was there like this here. You can't be here. You're 14 tons, man. You're overweight and everything else. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. My truck's only weighs 12,000 pounds.
That's a good workout of you.
And he's just like, look at the registration. It's like, and he just turned beat red. He was so damn mad.
Our water is important, not your money, not your profits, right? And then we have this chemical explosion that's been burning down in Georgia, and they cover both of these. And and I'm telling you, maybe go check out their channel.
So, we were assaulted up there several times. They tried to arrest me on the thing. They went after the owner of the property, threatened them with a $500 fine every day the hydrant was there. It was a shitstorm. I mean, it was an absolute shitstorm just to get water. Let's see, I'm the pirate of Montrose Water. You wouldn't believe the names these people called us, okay? It was just ridiculous, all right? Just to get clean water to houses that don't have water because of this. Mm-hmm. So we ended up having to pull the hydrant out, and we had to move it.
Out of Montrose. About 100 feet out of Montrose. But
it's 100 feet outside of the borough, and they can't do anything about it. But all we're doing is getting water for people that need the water.
Yeah.
And I'm attacked. I'm crucified. They've tried to arrest me. I mean, the shit has gone on just to get water. I mean,
for how long have you had to go out and get clean water?
Oh, we've been doing it since 2010. I'm still doing it now. These tanks down in the basement just don't fill up by themselves.
And that's not at any... The Cabot or Coterra gave nothing towards that?
I have the water bill in my name. It's not a lot of money. It's commercial hydrant, but
Craig's paying for it. Craig's been paying for it since 2010.
Well, we got our new neighbors, the newest.
So this is ridiculous. This is what we have to do to get. You have to go get your own water. Now, when they Shapiro, as the AG and governor-elect, filed nine felonies, 6 misdemeanors against them in court here. Mm-hmm. All 9 felonies went away. 5 misdemeanors went away. They had to plead no contest to 1 misdemeanor, methane in the water. Okay? Because Shapiro was in meetings with the DEP and Coterra to lift this moratorium the same day we were in court and they were admitting guilt. They were lifting the moratorium so they could drill underneath us. The Department of Environmental Protection of Pennsylvania.
So,
Don't expect protection.
for the people at home, what I have in my hand is essentially a list of chemicals, the date of testing, the concentrations of these chemicals, and then the name of the people who live here. And just looking through it, you can see he has Ray Kemble has the highest amount of uranium in his water by a large sum.
What you see? What you see there? Huh? Is he saying stuff to you? Well, we made it to a different one, I guess.
Delighted to be joined by Will. We are staying on this chemical bomb that has gone off in Georgia and seems to be going into Alabama as well. We're seeing from the EPA and Georgia's version of FEMA still kind of a nothing to see here narrative over a week later. But when I'm looking at what residents are posting, I think there's a lot to see here. And Will, you're one person I saw. You live in Atlanta, so a good half hour away from ground zero. But even Atlanta, people have been experiencing symptoms. Tell us kind of how you first found out about this. And it seems like your dog told you before anyone else.
Yeah, he sure did. He gets the award for doing his job. Yeah, the plume was reportedly coming over. My computer's going to sleep. Gotta stop that. The plume was coming over. Nobody really knew what time it was going to come over. But my beloved dog Jackson, we've had him for 2 years now, and he's not. Since day one, he's never gotten up in the middle of the night, which is unusual for a puppy. They have happy bladder and all that. But so then overnight, that night, I believe it was Wednesday to Thursday, 12:45, he was running around the bedroom, and I could not calm him down, and I didn't put two and two together until that morning. But yeah, I mean, I got no sleep that night because he just couldn't settle down. It's because he smelled the plume. So
That says a lot about the power of dogs and animals, that he could smell that over a half hour away. And did your doctor say anything to you about the chlorine gas? Because it's interesting, the media seems to be reporting the chlorine, leaving out the gas word. Very, very different. But obviously we know chlorine gas, at high levels was used in war. I don't really know the true levels of chlorine, and it's clear to me it's not just chlorine in the air. What did your doctor say to you?
he said that exact thing.
Anyways, so we'll wrap it up at that. I want to share those two stories with you, just more information here in America, what's going on, and we're not being told most of it. The problem is, the truth is, they've drained us dry, and they're not going to have to work too hard to get rid of us, right? Because America's becoming to the point where it will soon be unable to sustain life. It's just a big poisoned mess, right? So Whiskey and I was taking a walk last night. We're on the sidewalk and along the road. The sidewalk, it's not. Anyways, black darked out Suburban comes rolling up from the turn from the intersection, comes rolling up, and then fucking almost slams on the brakes, comes to almost a stop, right? And as they're doing that, the rear window. Now this Suburban, it's I'll post a picture of one I took that looks similar. I can't say for sure which one it was. I didn't catch the tags, right? And but it looks identical to the ones that the sheriff's office has been. They have a ton of them, right? And they're all unmarked, right? So, but anyways, this thing comes rolling up, then almost to a stop, and as they're doing that, the back window comes rolling down. Couldn't see who was in there. It, went by just enough. But let me say something. One, you got something to say it. Right? Don't be playing these games in the middle of the night. Right? Two, if you're it's just crazy, right? Just imagine that scenario. That's a for sure way to get some lead flying at you. That's how I see it. Do it before they do it to you, right? And then aside from that, I don't know. We Whiskey and I gotta step up our game. We ain't got this figured out yet. Apparently there's some weird shit going on in town. Everybody's dressing up like witches, holding bags, running into businesses, getting stuff handed to them. Apparently we ain't got this homeless thing figured out properly. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep all of his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. See ya.